Well, once again, dear brothers and sisters, it's great to be here with you. And first of all, I want to honor, because I know that you are faithful lovers of Jesus, of our God, and I know that you are faithful servants. And I want to honor you. I want to honor you for everything what you've done till now, for your life, for your ministry, for your sacrifice. Because those who minister, they know it's not always a pleasure. There's a lot of sacrifice. Well, that's what Jesus promised us, right? So it's okay. But once again, thank you that you are here, that you came, that you participated, that you are committing your life. And on this behalf, I want to announce to you that you are stepping into a new level. The Rise, it's the name of this event. So it's a new beginning. You're starting a new level. And I'm sure you do, because I see what is happening in Austria. I see how much you've done to be sitting in this room like this, talking and understanding the God's kingdom, understanding the mission, and being ready for something new, as it says. Look, I do everything new. So there's a new level, and there's going to be new things ahead of you. And that's a great encouragement. Well, you know how it goes. When something is new coming, it's great that it's new, but there is a lot of new work. A lot of work we don't really know how to do. There's a lot of learning ahead of you. A lot of working with people you didn't have to work till now because you had your own mission. Now you have to learn how to work with them, which is not always easy. You were pretty happy that they were on their own playground, right? Now they're stepping into your life and you go like, oh Lord, what did you do? Well, I want to encourage you because in the life of politicians, in the life of politics, this is a daily bread, to work with people that they're different. And we Christians, we have a little different approach. And that's why we are very unique on this field. And it was mentioned a lot of times today, and I will basically, I'm not going to tell you much more new. I'm going to sum up, but I want to put emphasis on certain points, just so it resonates with you when you leave from here. And not just a week or a month, but for the rest of your life. Because I think it's the verge of a new era where this resonation is going to be very needed. Well, first of all, I would like to start with a little topic, and it's called reputation of Christians. And I heard from Suha at the beginning that, it's getting better, I guess, in Austria. Well, I know in Slovakia it's not as good, but I see that you Austrians are doing better job. But you're probably not yet at the level where the reputation would be like very welcome. When somebody sees a Christian, they go, oh, such an honor to meet you. You're bringing the love of God. Thank you. Oh, please pray for me and bless me. I don't know how many people you meet like this, but if you're not meeting people like this, then there is still a lot of work ahead, which is good. We're building the God's kingdom day by day. And the reason why I'm mentioning that, because the question is, and I think in this room, many of you believe that, but the question is, looking at the world, looking at the chaos, as many say, looking at the polarization, looking at the aggression that we see right now, let's say in the Western world, our hemisphere, can the Christians be a solution? It's a question. It's a question that the society will ask as well if we rise up and they say like, ho, 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 ho. Who are you Christians? Like, why you? Why you think you are the solution? Why we should listen to you? What's so special about you? We saw what you've done in the past. We saw what you've done, etc., etc. Well, the question is, do you believe? Do you believe we are the solution? Do you know, and can you justify those 5 B's, as Gudrun said? In 5 B's, can you speak to anybody and justify why we are the solution? It's so important. This age, this era we're living, the digital era, it needs quick answers. If you don't have quick answer, you don't have an answer. Nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody. By the time you finish, all are gone. They flip the video, right? So therefore, it's so important to understand. And I very much appreciate what Gudrun said, that if the Christians don't understand, they need to be around the table. And please think about it. Be around the table. What table? Well, any table. If you're not around the table, Sie sind auf der Speisekarte. Das hat sie gesagt. Habe ich nicht vergessen. Thank you, Gudrun. So always, when you are missing somewhere, know that they will do decision without you raising your voice about it. And there is plenty of us. Salt belongs to every table. To every table. Mm-hmm. So if you're asking yourself, oh, Christians shouldn't be there, they shouldn't be there, they shouldn't be there, and the best if they're not in politics, because as it was said, politics is dirty. Well, a table without salt doesn't produce good food. Mm. And you don't want the politicians produce a bad food, because you're gonna eat it. So think about it. That's your calling. That's the question. Why? And it was a very good question asked today. Why we should engage ourselves? Warum sollen wir engagiert sein jetzt? Warum jetzt? Well, it's not about jetzt. It's about the Christians. It's not a question when. Mm-hmm. Once you become Christian, you are on a mission. Yes. You are on a mission. We are not missionaries when we get out of the work and the church leaders call us, please, let's do in your free time some mission. No, our life is a mission. We know we are not supposed to, this is not our destiny. This is our transition. We are here for a certain time to accomplish certain mission. Then we go to heaven where Jesus prepared the room for us. So that's a total different mindset. And we know that we shouldn't be on a mission just through our free time, but actually every minute of our life. Are we the light that we spoke about? Or are you shining the light only when you are in a church ministering, or when you go on some evangelization mission? Then you plug on the light, switch on, oh, I'm shining. And then I come to work, switch off. Please, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Okay, pray quietly, and that's it. No, we are on a mission the whole time. And we are the light the whole time. And that's so important to know. And our work time is actually the important part of our mission. Because that's where we meet all kinds of people. And mostly people who don't know much about our God. And some people say, okay, so what should I do? Do I pray with the people in the room? Do I read them Bible? Well, you of course can, if they will understand and they will willing to listen to you and pray with you. But before that, you are the light. You are the testimony of your decisions, on the way how you think, on the way how you approach the people. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, right? Because you all know this. But I want to emphasize that because I'm not really sure how many Christians in your country knows about it. Because in Slovakia, many people, even in the church, are being told, please come after work, help us with the ministry, give us some of your time, a little bit, 1 hour a week, 2 hours a month. We'll be very thankful, please. Well, no, we have to tell the people the truth. We have to tell ourselves the truth. And I want to encourage you, be courageous. Be courageous. You need to speak up. You are the leaders. You have the keys to the hearts, to the minds, and to the eyes of your followers. And you need to activate them. You know, we are enjoying this great event. You know how it started? Do you? Do you know how it all started? Well, it started, as it was said, in a small group. Actually, before the small group, there was one person, and there were two people. And one person felt like, okay, let me give a chance to this lady, to this gentleman. Activation. And then help it, mentor it, just like what you do in your ministry, which is great. So you have great foundation for what you do. And I want to really appreciate what you're doing. But we need to understand that the followers in your communities, in your churches, they need to have very clear understanding on what are their callings and what are their giftings. Because I bet you that there are people in your communities who are called not just to politics, but to the public square. And I will speak in a moment about what are the other areas in public square that are needed. And they don't know about it. And their life goes on. And they come to the weekly masses, they pray, they have the vision to be a good father and a good mother as their highest mission on this earth, and that's it. And then make some money to take the kids to the vacation and just somehow spend the life. No, we are not here on this earth to somehow spend the life. We have a very clear mission. So I want to encourage you, please speak to your congregation, speak to your followers, and open their eyes and tell them, please, I want to pray with you, and I want to discern with you. What is your calling? What are your giftings? And how they will be used this year, next year, and go step by step. We need to activate the Christians. Now, why do we need to activate the Christians? Because somebody would say, well, Christians want to get activated. I know that the Secret Service immediately goes like, okay, what is this about? What is this about? What's their hidden agenda? Because in politics, everybody's trying to think, okay, when this politician does this or this group is doing this, what's their real purpose? Why they're doing it? What is the hidden agenda? Well, do we have a hidden agenda? No, we don't. We don't. Because we don't do. Once you are Christian, you give your life to Jesus. You give your life to Jesus. So you are not selfish. You don't have your own self-interest. That's the first very much uniqueness among the Western world. That you don't do it because there's something out of it for you. You do it because you honor your Lord. You honor your Savior. And you understand why you're here. This is what we understand. And therefore, we don't have to be afraid of Secret Service. I just wanted to tell this important point. But the Bible says that it was mentioned here by Matthew, that we are the light of the world. Welt. Ja, genau. Das Licht auf das Welt. And you said that, and you emphasized the world. Because many people, I see in many congregations, they do the ministry, they want to be the light, but they are the light of the church. And they are so active. But the light is in the church. If you would add 10 bulbs here, yeah, it would be lighter, but still a lot of light. But the light is missing where the darkness is. And you said that. And now is the season. Now is the season. You were so right. Now is the season. It's the season of dark times. People are afraid. They're confused. They don't know where is the north. Please go and speak out. Because you can bring the light. And the light is so important. And it's light of the world, not of the church. And your members, your followers, again, they need to know. Now is the time. Not once a week, not twice a month. Every moment you live. Every moment, starting in the morning and at your workplaces. And there's so many ways you can show who you are and who is your God. My brothers and sisters, this world needs to find out who is our God. Because I don't want to say that we did a bad job on who is our God. But we did, right? And our fathers, I mean, they were trying their best. I'm trying my best. And we do a lot of mistakes. And I pray every day to the Lord, Lord, please forgive me what I messed up in showing your name and showing your mercy and your love. But we bring values into this world. We are the people of freedom because God gave us freedom. And you realize He gave us the freedom to sin? Wow, what a Father. What a father. I have 4 kids. I know that requires a lot of strength to give your kids freedom to sin. But He gives us also justice. That's important value. He gives us also the value of reconciliation. And I could go on. Forgiveness, love, and truth. That's so important to know. But why I'm saying that, because if you look at the founders of European Union, there are 2, 3 very important names. when European Union was built. It wasn't called back then European Union. But it was Robert Schuman, Konrad Adenauer, and Alcide de Gasperi. Italian Prime Minister, Robert Schuman, French Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Konrad Adenauer, the German Chancellor. They were all believers. And there are stories how they prayed before they went to sign this agreement. So Christians are needed in the leadership positions because they don't have hidden agenda. They want the good for the people. And that's what we're missing. I, as a Prime Minister, learned when I got to the position that people ask me, so what did you learn? I learned a lot of things. But the most important things I learned, what is missing. And I was missing a lot of people with strong character, with great values, loyal to God, loyal to values, loyal to servant leadership, who are faithful and who are committed and are resilient. There is a lot of temptations in politics, and you need to be resilient. And we Christians are being trained since the very first moment we believe. So therefore, we need much more people in the society and in politics especially. But politics is not the only area. I want to speak about 6 areas. One is the I, influencers. There is modern world. There's a lot of influencers. Now a good speaker, you can have millions of followers on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Those people speak to people's mind. And we need to have Christians there. Because I can guarantee if a Christian is a faithful follower of Jesus, he's going to share a healthy message. He's not going to mess up people. So I want to encourage, speak to your congregations, activate the people who have giftings to be influencers, and help them to become powerful and strong and known influencers in Austria. The second are the makers, decision makers. We spoke about it, politicians, but also people in state administration. We need much more faithful people who will not be easy to bribe. They will not be able to be bribed. They will follow the rules. That's what we need in state administration. The politicians need these kind of allies. Then the third, P, professionals. We need to have lawyers, doctors, teachers, everywhere on the top level. We need to have Christians because, as I said, they don't have hidden agenda. They will be faithful to serve others. Serve others. That's the most important. Many people on that position want to serve them or their friends, but we know that Christians will serve others. B, professionals. A, activists. We are pretty good. Christians are pretty good on being activists, but only on certain fields. I'm very glad that you have people among yourself who are active also in the legal areas. But there is much more, not just the social. Christians should not be just in the corner where, feed the poor and needy. No, we have much more to say because freedom, justice, reconciliation, transparency, those are our values. Those are godly values. We share them. We will gladly share them with anybody who wants them. So therefore, activism in any area, there is no limit. C, community leaders. There's many of you. That's great. You just need to activate your people. Please do it. And T are treasurers, business people. I assume there are some business people. Well, you need to know that the giftings of doing business is not for you and for your companies. It's for God's kingdom. It's for God's people. You need to share that. You need to share that. And you understand that not just, I will cut just this little piece. No, everything, your gifting is producing money. So give it to the kingdom and have wisdom and speak to the leaders, to the community leaders, discern it, how to do it. And God will bless you and you will multiply because we are the yeast. We are the yeast. And therefore, these 6 letters, it's easy to remember. Impact. Okay, so you can go by that. And these are the areas. I want to broaden your view, that you will understand that what you've done till now was great. But a new era is starting, and it's going to be much wider. You will be invited to fields where you weren't before. You won't feel comfortable. You won't feel successful at the beginning. But you still have to walk that path. Because you will open the doors for others who will become successful. Yes. You are pioneering. And you in Austria are facing this step. And we around, also from Slovakia, will look, because you are a little further ahead of us. Now I see it. I wasn't sure, but now I really see it. And I appreciate it. And for me as a Slovak to come, speak in this parliament to you, and honor what you do, and encourage you to do more, it's a great privilege. So I want to thank you, and just finish up with emphasizing, always remember, light of the world. World. Church, as it was said by in the panelists, that it's, or on the video, we are breathing in, but then we go into world and we breathe out. So church is for us to breathe in. And please, activate yourself. Be servant leaders. Put the emphasis. We are great on putting the emphasis on being servant. But now is the era to add the leaders. And leaders to anybody. And any sphere. And in politics. Gudrun is just the starter. You need to have full parliament of people who know God and honor God, because we know that our God has the best plan for everybody on this earth, for all the beings. And my dear friends, don't forget, He did the maximum possible. He gave His Son, and His Son gave His life. So if you feel it's too much, remember Jesus. He will help you how to move forward. May God bless you, and I look forward next year when I come, not as a speaker, just to look what happened in the year, that there will be great fruit, but it will be just starting fruit. May God bless you. Thank you.